How many you think you got? How many you think you got in the top 10?
Realistically.
Okay, but guess what? When we say top 10, though, are we saying back and forth or just impact?
That
Both.
would have to be the criteria.
I mean,
I would
you and
have,
Holla is a top 10
Both.
battle for sure.
I would have
And
to
Verb.
I would have to say impact.
Huh?
Impact.
I would say impact.
So
That
not a
ain't gonna
back
be
and
fair.
forth.
If I name these names, they gonna be fair. If we
It
talk
gotta
about
be
impact.
both though. It gotta be both.
You
So
and
so
Verb are
so
even
put it like
straight.
this. So put it like this. Did me and Surf impact the culture?
Yes, that's a top 10 battle.
Not as
Not
much
like me and
you and Verb. Not as
no,
much as you and Verb.
no, that's not even close.
Hold on. How hold on. Whoa. How can the most viewed battle not impact the culture?
Because
Also,
Surf and Hitman
because
made
it's
me
the
a
two most
diehard
popular
Rap fan.
niggas doesn't
we
make it
won
the
that.
most impactful
We
battle.
won. But at the time, it wasn't just over. We wasn't in the two most popular event. Like,
But it's
clear
still racked
coat.
up now though. It's still all I'm saying is when you and Verb battle, that changed.
I ain't comparing it really to Verb because I know what Verb. I'm just trying. But y'all said okay. So you said impact, but me and Verb impacted more on battle rap, and me and Surf impacted more on numbers. So
Surf
which
and
one
Hitman.
impact we talking about?
Yeah, Surf and Hitman is a battle that people who don't watch battle rap have seen. A lot of people, myself included, became like diehard
Well, if
fans
that's the
based off
case,
of that battle.
if that's Echo crazy. Hey, if
Yeah,
that's
you
the
got mute
case,
up, Holly.
Dumbfounded is fucking everybody up then. If you
Respectfully.
want to do that, yeah. If you want to do
No,
that,
his no. His battles don't. No, me and Surf impacted on battle rap and numbers, not just having numbers. It's a difference.
all right. So let's say if we say so is Miles and Lux one or is it Lux and Cal?
Lux and Kyle.
Lux and Kyle.
Lux and so we got two right now.
All I'm saying is realistically, on both ends of the spectrum, I feel me and Pat Stay one of the best battles of all time. Legit. For how it changed culture, for how it made niggas uncomfortable.
I got Avon.
Avon Nini good one. But it just depends because I'm not even being biased, y'all. Like me and Arsenal, what did that do?
Yeah, that was transcendent.
So like I'm like listen to me because I know
Talk
y'all
your
about
shit,
to
man.
Hitman. Now I know, but it ain't really that. I'm really being honest because off the things that we're naming, and you know what I'm saying, impact wise, the battle back and forth wise, and number wise, impact the culture. Me and Verb, me and Surf, me and Arsenal. I ain't gonna even. I would say John. I know y'all probably give me a hard time, but that's the first big name versus rookie. That started rookie versus vets.
No, that's an iconic battle. No
I'm
debate.
That's
I'm
important.
just,
That's definitely important.
and I'm not taking away any of your accolades.
Now I
But
know
I'm
we
saying,
talking about accolades. I'm saying we talking about the debate we having. So
yeah. All I'm saying is, if we put those three battles that you named at and had to take one away, you versus Verb would be the one that nobody would ever pick that battle. There are people who would pick you versus Surf or you versus Hard.
Surf and Hitman's better. Surf
Bro,
better, clear.
Ryan can tell you, bro.
me versus Surf is the.
That's a way bigger battle than you and
You're
John
talking
John.
about big. I'm not talking about big.
No, it's
I'm
not.
not talking about. I'm
It's
talking
not
about
way
impact.
big.
I'm talking
No,
about
I'm talking about
impact.
like it had a way bigger impact.
Yeah, we had a
No,
way
it
bigger
didn't.
impact. Hitman versus Surf.
No, not over me and
Y'all
No, it
tripping?
we
didn't,
was the
bro.
first
Y'all
of our time to do that.
are we acting
Exactly.
like
That's why.
Surf versus
Listen,
Hitman isn't like the
listen.
biggest
But
impactful
listen.
battle
No,
ever?
but
You
the
keep
reason
saying
why
big.
it
I'm not
ain't
talking
fair.
about big.
But you got to say the impact because me and Verb was 2011 when our eyes weren't even really the eyes. So for us to do that, we impact the culture more.
Okay,
Me and
okay.
Surf impacted
What's the biggest bar from you and Surf battle?
You get the remix. I knock them clean out or a press 9. Like that's the whole them two things.
What's the biggest bar from you and Verb?
The first remix in Big Gerald.
Now,
Like Joel
what do you hear more? When conversations, when people talk to you about battles, what do you hear more about?
That's what I'm saying. The Ayo Big Gerald and the knock 'em clean out the first the remix or the press 9.
So
Like you really can.
So I'm saying in the casual, no, not in the casual sense. For a person that talks to you about battling, I would assume
They gonna say J.R. Smith. They gonna say shoot not come in. J.R. Smith. They gonna say Ayo Big Gerald, obviously. Or
Mhm.
they talk about Surf. They gonna say Press 9. Or they gonna say, man, fuck that. How I knock him clean out the remix. All them four are the most quoted in hit, like for real, like history. That's why I'm confused. But then when you go to Arsenal, I probably got something more quoted than Big Gerald in the Arsenal battle.
I
The
would just
way by the way by every rap in the like that, that's just as my moment monumental as the Ayo Big Gerald.
I'm and again,
Crockett.
if my finger isn't on the pulse, I can accept that. You know what I'm saying? I can accept I may be behind the eight ball, but from what I've seen, there hasn't been.
See, I actually think me and Verb the best battle out the all of them. But that's why I asked you when y'all said impact. I don't think me
Yeah.
and Verb.
I would say impact because now it looks it's the Daniel Son Miyagi thing. It's the oh shit. Are these niggas actually gonna battle
The
each
same.
other?
That's from the
Oh
same.
shit.
From the same era. It's impact. No,
And every second counted with
Yeah,
that
bro. Like
battle.
it wasn't the same.
every second counter versus me and Arsenal and versus Surf
Now,
and
now,
versus that's what I'm trying to
now,
tell
now,
y'all.
now,
Facts.
now,
Me and
now
Surf.
look, for a moral
You
standpoint,
said surf your daddy.
okay,
Yeah,
look, but look at it
yeah.
like, Holly, you got to press your mute because that shit
You
going
got
on.
me.
Hey, look, so but look at it like this though. When you take the Arsenal battle, which happened before me and Hitman, that was still culture impact. Our impact was bigger than that, and we still in the culture impact. I do agree. When y'all, what you took surfing about 14, 15 or something like that?
2014.
All right, so in 14, the culture is at its biggest. What actually after me and you, then it went to Summer Madness 2, which was the biggest success they had, probably with all the stars and everybody came out. It started growing after that. So I do understand your argument. Like, okay, at 3 years after that, it's like it's 10 times bigger. But
But I'm saying, if me and Arsenal ain't turned out the way it did, me and your battle wouldn't even meant as much.
Yeah, but see,
hey, 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 hey,
but
hey,
that's
that's
not
a
fair.
fact.
But that's not fair because now you're talking about
There it is.
a domino falling as opposed to the actual domino. You're talking about nigga if one domino doesn't fall, then the next one doesn't fall. But we're not talking about that. We're
No,
legitimately
no, I'm
talking
not. No, I know. I see what you're saying, but I'm saying it's me and Arsenal though. Me and Arsenal was the first people to really kind of blog and hate each other, act like we finna fight. That stuff is impactful. We the first people to blog about our battle, like the first people
I
to do promo.
I agree, but is the battle, is the actual battle, those actual 10 minutes as impactful as you as
Yes.
Yes, Hitman and that's so that's why I'm confused. Okay, when you say impactful, right? So everything about that battle gotta bring an impact. So the impact me and Arsenal brought was the whole video promo, building up buzz, stuff to the culture, right? Boom boom. Arsenal was the biggest name out
Mhm.
at the time. You know what I'm saying? I was a rising star, but it was one of those he could have really did something, like he could have really damaged that St. Louis movement very badly.
Mhm.
Like
Let's
he
call
really could have put a damage to that. He could have put an end to that shit before it started.
let's call it for what it is. Besides both of them being two of the greatest rounds ever, still, like Hitman's first serve shaped how people perform in battle rap now, and Surf's third,
Mute up, Holly.
Not my fault.
his first for Surf shaped how people perform in battle rap now, and Surf's third for him shaped the whole third round shit that people
No, it
do
didn't,
now.
No,
That
Greedy.
no,
shit is
no,
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 that
fucking
was
no,
X
no,
retarded.
no, no,
Factor.
no, no,
Y'all
no,
Nah,
gonna
no,
say it
no,
was
no.
y'all
Lux
finna go
third for
there.
Callum out of
No, it was
No, we're
nowhere?
Verb. It
not.
was Verb. It was
No,
Verb third for
but
me.
no,
That's why I
but
said the
before that,
battle better. Me and
it was
Verb
X
battle is
Factor
better.
though.
No,
Look,
but
it
hear
was
me
X
out,
Factor
Verb.
first.
Look,
I'm not saying who did it first or anything like that. I'm just
no,
saying
no,
like
no.
Surf's third for Hitman is like the blueprint.
It's
No,
not
it's
though.
not,
It's
man.
not.
No,
It's
it's
not.
now. Come on
It's
now.
not.
No,
No
it's
disrespect
not,
Yo,
to
yo,
him.
man.
Greedy, you forgot his whole third round is exactly what had to told me. I said had to.
For
What A
Verb.
Verb told me.
Yeah, just like
Right? No,
Luck's
but
third
that's what
round for
I'm saying.
Cal is what I told him, man.
But that's the only thing. The way that he rapped to you, Hitman, and the way he put
Nah,
it
man, we
together.
not.
That's
That's
Nah,
the
what
we
way
been
Verb
people
keeping it
do
did.
it
real the
now.
whole time, bro.
Nah, man.
I agree.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be a lie, greedy. I agree with you a lot of times. But you gotta understand, Verb, the first person to take me and say, "Yo, you gang banging.
Yeah.
You're a basketball player. You
And he
need to
did the
stop beating
same
people up."
thing.
That now watch this though. Watch this. Now I'm gonna ask him. So greedy. Listen to this. So a Verb told me, "Yo, you gang banging. Why you gang banging? And you go to college, you play basketball. Why you doing this for your daddy there?" And all the stuff he said. Right? Boom. What did Surf say differently? I want you to say the a ball out of. I mean, you say he shaped it, right? So what did Surf say differently to Verb for you to not count Verb third to me and say that's what people do? How what Surf did
That
third
don't
round?
even
What
make
did he
sense,
say
bro.
differently?
No, I'm all right. So what I'm saying, I'm not saying that he said anything Verb didn't say, but the way he did it, the fresh signs, the press nine,
No, man. Lux
the
did it
no,
with Cal
hold up,
right
Verb,
before
hold
that,
up.
bro.
The drop back so amazingly. I taught him how to and hold. He was like creating parallels with like the street shit where you
No,
were doing.
that's still
I'm
not right
talking.
That's
though,
wild.
bro. Because I
That's
was the
No,
that's
first
wild,
to
Green.
pull that move off.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
wild, Green.
So that's why it's hard to really say because he did it. He just did it ball wise. Like he took what Verb said. Verb gave me like a whole lecture.
I
And
painted a
Surf
picture.
ain't
Yeah.
give me a Surf. Yeah, Surf ain't give me a lecture. He gave me a lecture and bought like flipping like, oh, you go to school and you do suicides. Me and my niggas we suicide. So
That's
like
what I'm
he,
saying though.
but that's the same thing.
No,
It's the
that's the
same
same
concept.
Yeah,
thing,
that's not. Yeah,
Greedy.
that's
It's
not
the
a
same.
blueprint.
Yeah,
That's
it's
That's
not
the
a
not the.
same
blueprint.
It's
Oh,
the
concept
same
Greedy.
concept, but he packaged it differently.
No,
because he a
Greedy.
different
Everybody
rapper.
gonna package it different, but
Because
you
he a
get it
different
from
rapper.
somewhere.
No, a
Like,
lot of
okay,
people rap third rounds just like Surf's third for Hitman. They just insert whoever it is
no,
they're
no.
battling
Listen,
into
Greedy,
it.
Greedy, Greedy. Listen, we've been keeping it 1,000. That's 100% wrong. Lux took what I did with Hitman and did it to Calico and said it. It started to be a thing. That's not like we can't
Yeah,
we
I can't
can't
believe.
take that.
Yeah, I thought you
Yeah, it was
knew that.
supposed to be a thing after that.
Yeah.
Because
Okay,
he.
look, guess what? Everybody, guess what? And Holla, the first person that said my mother was a dyke, and everybody stole that same attack, and it don't even
Mhm.
So you got to understand, it's somebody that lays down a format. You see it, and then you say, okay, I'm gonna take an approach, but do it my way. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Do it
and
my way.
I'm
But
not saying I'm not saying that Surf originated or anything or that he didn't take the format from y'all. I'm just saying the impact that it had. People weren't doing third rounds like that after y'all did it. They were doing it after Surf's third for
no, they
Hitman.
was not.
That's
X
not true.
Factor
And
was
what
doing
we
it, bro.
trying to
That's
say, and what we trying to say, Dan, in the probably the most monumental third ever, star power wise and impactful wise, he got that off of Verb. So
That's
how
it.
like it's between so it's like how can you say people weren't starting to do that if Lux got his third from him? So that means people start doing it after Verb because Lux came before Surf. So you gotta say
You
people
have
start
to
writing
let that
thirds like
go,
that
bro.
because of
Yeah.
Verb. That's what we
Okay,
saying.
look at
Like
this,
But
Greedy. Hey, Greedy, guess what?
go
Let
ahead.
me ask you this. Not to cut y'all off. Let me ask you this, Greedy. All right. You know, when I go into Showtime mode, it's been two other niggas that have cloned that same thing, or did they come before me? Because Twerk brought strapped in. Now we got Brandon who does what he does. Where did that come from?
That's you.
Anybody
I'm
want to
not.
raise their hand on that?
No, I'm not knocking you for innovating this shit. I'm just. It's a difference. Like, let me think of an example. Plenty. It's like plenty of people will rap a certain way, but once somebody comes and makes a name for it, people copy that, and it's not like Twerk style. Prez Mafia was rapping like that before Twerk. People in Twerk's group were rapping like that before Twerk.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
Right.
Twerk style, and people copied Twerk. They didn't copy Prez Mafia. It
What did
doesn't matter
Hitman?
that he
What does
was
Hitman have?
jumping
What does
around and
Hitman
doing.
copy from somebody?
I didn't say he copied anything from anybody.
All right, okay, but no, this is the point I'm getting to. It's the originality. Because you can't say I copy something, you can't say he copied something, you can't say Marv copied
no,
something,
no,
but you can
Yeah,
but
I
the
say
ain't
that.
saying
thing
that.
is, not greedy. But the thing what you saying is nobody rap like Prez, they rap like Twerk, because Twerk made that popular, right?
Yeah.
But
Right.
you can't say that's why you gotta say got it from Prez, if anything. Like
Yeah.
you can't say people start rapping like Surf when one of the best rappers ever start rapping like it after Verb. You know what I'm saying? Like we already see the domino. Verb
No, but
did it
that's what I'm
first.
saying. Twerk didn't make the style, but he did make the style hot.
All I
That's
say
what I'm
is
saying.
all I'll say is I never heard anybody say I got a Surf third. I've never heard that. I've
No,
legit
because it
never.
turned into a Geechi third.
But it's a Verb third.
Yeah, it was Verb third first. And he made it to where niggas start right like that for third because now if you can't prove somebody made it that way, like so Prez probably couldn't prove, like niggas probably couldn't prove Prez because I never seen Prez. I can't vouch that because I never really saw Prez battle like that. So when they were saying it, I didn't know. Like, okay, he got it from here, oh, for real, all right, whatever. Kept it moving because I don't know. But Verb third round is too impactful to the culture to say anybody start rapping like that because of somebody else. Like it's too, like you saw it. It was the 3-4 million view back. Like you saw it. Like then somebody else did it, and
No,
you
I hear
saw that
you.
one. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's kind of hard to be like, yo, people start rapping like that because of him. When you got two more impactful ones before that one. That's probably what I'm trying to say. It's
Yo,
hard to say somebody rap like Surf third when two more impactful. I mean, just as impactful niggas had 2/3 before that one.
I think it was
yo,
just they wanted to like it wasn't like they didn't know about Verb, but the way Surf did it, people wanted to rap like that.
Yo, Greedy, I think you got to learn to differentiate what was like personally impactful to you versus what's universally impactful to everybody else. Because, of course, that shit is a big moment. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like what Verb did, we all grew to know was masterful. You know what I'm saying? On a whole nother level. And I think maybe a lot of people in here are rappers and we look at it through a different lens. But
Mm.
like what Verb did was complete. And what's up, y'all? By the way, but yeah, I think you're looking at it through a lens of what stuff personally was huge to you.
Nah, but
Every, yeah,
but here's the
everybody has
thing.
their own. Huh?
Here's the thing about that though. Would like what has more views, Surf and Hitman or Hitman and
We're
Verb?
not
Okay,
talking
listen.
about
We just
views
well,
though,
listen,
man.
listen, listen,
Views
listen,
doesn't.
listen. What we
But
just
how
said.
is it?
Listen, listen,
No,
listen, Greg.
but
We
who?
just said in 2014, the culture was at a big part. When I took Hitman, it was in 2011 or 12. So you have a 4 year. Okay, after that battle that we had on YouTube, it kept growing. Everything grows. Like for instance, when Lux, the money that Math and Rex asked for, which was 5,000 in '09, is open the door for niggas to be making real money. It keeps going down the line, but you still got to say I got that from him. That don't mean that Surf Round was not hard as fuck. No, it does not
So,
mean that.
so let me ask you a question, Greg. I just want to see see what answer you'll say this. If Jay-Z battled A Verb tomorrow and did a remix, and the whole world started doing remix, would you say that Jay-Z is the reason why people want to do a remix, or would you still give that credit to me?
I would give you the credit, but I would just say that Jay-Z bit you and is the reason that everybody's doing it because
Mute,
he
mute
would
that
be the
holler. Mute that
reason.
holler. We can't hear.
He would be the reason. Like if 10 times the amount of people that talk about remixes or say it start doing it after JD does it, yeah, but that doesn't mean that it's not yours and that you don't get the credit and homage. It's just how it happened. Like y'all are literally saying battle rap was in a much bigger position by the time Hitman battled Surf and that you and him had already happened and everything like that. I think if you ask like 9 out of 10 people who don't watch battle rap, like what's two battle rappers you heard of? They're gonna say I seen the Surf and Hitman battle. Everybody's seen Surf and Hitman, even if you haven't watched it. Like I feel like Surf and Hitman made more battle rap fans out of anybody.
No, that's not true, Greg. You got to understand. Like, look. Let me tell you something. Like, and look, this is not a contest as far as no. We just saying what's a fact. What's the view count on Surf and Hitman?
9
8
million.
million, 9 million,
8 9 million. Okay, what's the view count on Verb and Hitman?
Closer to
5.
5 million.
Okay. So look, guess what? So that's 4 million short with a 3 year time to build on it. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, okay,
Right.
if we yeah,
But
that's
if we're doing the numbers like that though, like if you look at like 2016, 2 years after the battle, that's probably at 4 million and y'all are at 3. And now it's been how many more years and y'all have only gone up another mil and a half and they've
okay. I
doubled
got
up
one. I
6
got one.
mil.
Holla, when did you go on Wild and Out?
2014.
Okay, that's TV fans, bro. You do know that, right? He wasn't on TV when I said it.
No, that's a
Everybody
fact.
on TV numbers have jumped, bro. Everybody's. He on this man on TV every day.
My number was like that before TV though. But I see what you're
Listen,
saying though. I see what you're
listen.
saying.
They always been high, but guess what? If he gets on Wild and Out in 2014, that's a whole new fan base that's going to search Hitman every day. They are.
Nah, that's a
Right,
fact.
but
Yeah.
they'll see your battle just like they'll see the Surf battle.
But okay, look. This is the thing is, What you're doing right now is wrong
What?
because
Come on,
because
bro.
look, no. I mean, we all telling you the truth. Like that's wrong because you can't discredit. Look, I don't take nothing from whatever Surf does that is innovative on his part. None. That's mine though, and that can't be taken. That can't be argued. Every nigga in this culture know that that's mine. So we can't share that. Just like at the same time, we can't share certain things with Hitman remixing, and but we can't share that. We can't share slow it down. I just dish you with Khan. No, we cannot. We can't share who is this nigga with Ice Pack. We can't. Surf has an innovative thing that he does. That's his. That's his. So when something is somebody else's, we can't just take it from him.
So basically, if we all had to agree and be like, yo, who the reason niggas start making them third round? So X Factor did it before you, bro.
X
That's what you
Factor,
said.
no, X Factor started
Oh,
priorities.
priorities. Okay.
Yeah, which was his
So
which was
basically,
his form of craftiness.
yeah. So basically, if we ask this culture, who the reason people start trying to show you the light or whatever I don't know what y'all name it because the shit always happen on me, but whatever y'all call the third rounds, I think everybody as a mass is going to say you can't say surface. I don't
There's no
know.
way.
I'm
There's
a,
no
Yeah,
way
like,
you
I
I
can.
don't
want to
think
make
I
a
don't know if you're
service.
trying to
Should I
say it
say?
different because I don't because
Should I say who
what you
started the
say?
real talk third rounds, or how should I
Yeah,
word it?
say that. Well, say that. Yeah, yeah, do that. Yeah. Who started the then put the parentheses the real talk third rounds or balk yeah.
And no
So
disrespect.
what are we doing?
No
Lux,
disrespect.
Verb, X Factor, and Surf.
And
Yeah.
Gotti and B Dot.
No,
It's a
got no
lot of
no no
people
no
that
no
do that.
no 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 Verb. We
They
ain't
said they
They
saying
started.
come
they
after
do it,
the
but
fact.
they obviously they didn't start it. Yeah, they obviously didn't start
Oh,
it.
okay, okay, I
We
got you.
saying who started it. Yeah.
And no disrespect. I think this conversation is the reason why if there's ever a panel where niggas talk about the top 10, there should be separate lists. There should be one for rappers, there should be one for media, there should be one for fans. Because our
I almost maybe I'm even tripping. I feel like what y'all are saying. Y'all feel like y'all are disagreeing with me, but I'm not saying different from what y'all are saying. I'm with like you originating the real talk third rounds being yours. I'm just saying after
Well,
Surf
ask
did
your
it with
question. What
Hitman is when everybody was running around doing it.
ask this. Say ask or do people do the third rounds because of Surf or Verb? Well, ask that then.
Yeah, that's a
we
Because
good
forget
that's
question.
what you
the
because
original
that's what
the
some,
original was impact, right? What got more impact in the culture?
who have more impact of the battle, who have more impact of the third round in the culture. What'd you say, more?
I think it's
The
wrong.
original question was when I was discussing, or we were talking about top 10 battles. I brought up, or somebody brought up you and Verb. Greedy brought up how surfing you was a more impactful battle. I disagree. You know what I'm saying? Then he said, if the question would be, which battle was more impactful to the culture?
No,
You
but
and
they
Verb.
start now. But before cause we all arguing that. But he said we arguing his reason he said it. We know he said he thinks it's more impactful, but he said he think it's more impactful because people start doing the real talk third rounds because of Surf. And we like, no, wait. We said, nah, Verb started that. So that's another argument within the argument. Because we all can agree, we can argue about who impactful more. Like that's like a kind of opinionated thing. So we're gonna argue. But we trying to tell him we think he tripping by saying the reason why it's more impactful because people start doing the third round talk to him around because of Surf. And we said, no, they've been doing that because of
Was doing that.
Verb.
And they may have been doing it because of math. Honestly.
Honestly, that's a good point, though. That's a
Honestly,
good
they may
point.
have been doing it
I
because.
mean, that's a good point, but I can't because he did verse Rex, huh? You talking
Yep.
about verse Rex?
Yep.
And it was
But
tactical as a bitch. That motherfucker was hard.
I can't not because, like I said, that I think that's more of a question of who do because I still think they do it because of Verb, though.
Every
You
time
know what I'm
I look
saying?
Yeah,
at
I'm gonna
you.
argue that.
I probably made it the most
All right, if
popular.
y'all want to retweet it, I'll put it at the top of the
Look,
space.
look. I probably made it more popular. You understand? Because look, even when Lux took Cal and he said, "You remember when Verb had to check the chat?" When he went into that bag, and then anything after that, it's just getting recycled over and
That's
over.
why I think
That's
it.
what
That's why I think it's because of you for sure.
I feel like you originated it.
Anything.
Surf
Okay, like
made it
look,
more popular.
anything that everybody steals is innovative. So that means you got to go to the innovator. Like for instance, when Jay said everybody stop wearing jerseys, that's an innovator. We all stopped wearing jerseys.
Greedy saying he made it more popular, bro. He said you was the originator. He think you made it more popular. I mean, he thinks surf made it more popular.
Well,
I'm
okay,
still
okay.
arguing that.
Well, look. Guess what? Is there anybody right now that can rap surf third round versus you, or at least pieces of it?
Yes.
Besides
Yeah,
Greedy,
they
no.
all
Besides you,
gonna say
greedy.
this.
Besides you, greedy. Somebody else.
Now they all gonna say even with yours, they don't rap your hoe. They say the Ayo Big
Yeah, yeah.
Gerald with him. They say press 9.
That's all. That's all
So
I'm
that's what
saying
it
is,
boils down to.
yeah. What do you remember more?
And they press 9 and Ayo Big Gerald. Like Ayo Big Gerald hit harder, was a bigger room shaker. But
It
when
was
it come
more
to
on the
them two,
line though. Like, look, you got to think. We the first people that said we gonna suit up. Everybody was saying fuck us when we was doing that shit, right? Everybody was saying
yeah,
no. Hey, yeah, you got to mute yours too. Hey, you know what? It's probably because you got it on speakerphone too, though. That's probably why I was doing it. Hey, so we had more on the line. We had more because we were the first set of people that come from our own world together, walked in together and said we're gonna suit up. Everybody also made punchlines out of us battling, and then they all start doing the shit right behind it.
facts.
Yes, they did.
So, facts.
Everybody started suiting up with each other. Everybody.
Yeah, you know what? Now that I think about it more, now I forgot about that part. So when it come to impactful, we the reason niggas start battling each other. Like niggas home, you know what
Yes.
I'm saying? Like we did it
Yeah.
before it was cool. We start battling, boom. But I'm still stuck in between because even
K-Sean
my
versus
Cassidy
Rex,
battle, when it
Shin
come to
versus Surf.
impact,
That's on y'all.
my my Cassidy battle,
You
like
said
they
what,
treat
Greedy?
me now.
You don't think that's too new
I
to
was
be in
saying
the
y'all inspired like K-Sean versus Rex, Surf versus Suge.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
all those things.
yeah.
Because look, that was outlawed, man. Wasn't nobody doing it. We was the first people.
Allah.
Like we were the first to do a lot of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like so we was the first people to say, all right, let's go on here and get down. And guess what? Let me talk some more shit. We also made our own money too, motherfuckers. Didn't we, Holla? Huh?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
we
like
first went through our own battle. We through
yeah.
our own
So
battle and
so what
pay
we
and pay
did was
URL
we didn't
to
wait.
film it.
Yeah, we
No,
didn't wait.
not paid them to film. What we had them do?
Man, come get the footage, man.
Oh yeah, we sold them the foot.
Yeah, come get that motherfucker. What you mean? Yes, and guess what? And I want to let y'all know this: we selling tickets. Holla grimy ass had his own pack of tickets, selling them. Yeah, come get it from me. Yeah, yeah. But guess what? I had my own pack too, and it's okay. So guess what? Everybody, and we had an after party set up right behind it. So we took ours into our own hands for real, and we all walked away with money for real, for real. That was the main
I told him. Verb gave me the first showtime. I gave him the first
first
remix. We
remix.
shook hands, jumped in the whip, and left the venue together.
Man, come on, bro. Like, listen, look, bro, and everybody was happy. So we also the first two niggas that put suits on and said we're gonna throw our own shit. We're gonna throw our own shit, and y'all can just come take this shit. We didn't no. You pay us for the footage. That's what you can come do. But we set out. We got our own building. We sold our own tickets. Packed the bitch out. We did that ourselves. Ourselves. Can anybody say that they put that together and sold it themselves? No, no.
My thing is, I think me and you is the best battle of all time for sure. I was just confused on impactful.
All
That's
right,
all
so
I'm saying.
okay,
So,
let's switch this up then. Who do
but
you
I
think
now I'm
has
thinking
had
though.
a magical performance? And that can be one sided, right? Somebody where you just felt like, ooh, ooh.
Verse what? Like,
Okay. Look, because then it becomes because see that's not fair because the answer that a nigga may give, like if there's a person who's just beating up on his opponent, like that doesn't have much replay value. So we could sit up here and say
But
on that
just take his performance into account.
Yeah.
then is what it's like somebody like Soul Khan versus Jay Fox or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
No, I don't know.
it doesn't hold as much.
Nah.
You don't
You know
think
what I'm
so?
saying?
Like,
No.
like, like, like you don't
I
feel like
don't
you
think
seen
so, but
somebody.
I don't think that's because he beat up on Jay Fox. I think SoCon just wasn't like all time great in that. He was just really good.
All I'm saying is, at that time, people considered that the biggest body of all times, and Soul Khan at that time was one of those guys. Whether he
Is
tran-
is
whe-
is
whether
bodies not
whether
rewatchable?
Whether I don't know, bodies aren't rewatchable, bro.
They are. You got to make it look good.
Look, greedy. He said they
No,
are.
no, no. Bodies are. It depends. It depends. Like I said,
Nobody. Look, for as good as Tyson was when he was knocking niggas out, we was mad. We paid.
no, but they go watch. They go watch Charlie Clips or Rex for clips. They go watch. They keep watching that.
Nah, but look. Guess what? Clips beating me. Them views ain't that high.
Well, that's just because people don't like.
Yeah, it was a different.
Yeah.
No, we talk. It's of course different. Battles gonna be different. But I'm saying it's a bunch of bodies that niggas go and still watch, and the other person got smoked. Like it's a bunch. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You're right. It is. It's a few of them. It's a few of them where I like watching one. Like kind of where you like. I like his shit. His shit was wicked.
Give me an example. Because some of the biggest bodies I saw, I watched once, and it was like, oh, this is difficult to watch.
And that was it
for sure. Niggas, Swave and O-Red, I watched once.
I'm about to redo the survey. People aren't really getting the question.
I watched it once. Swave and Young Cannon, I watched once. Like what's another body?
Okay. Who we watch that song? Let me think. Hold on.
A body bag that you watch.
Body.
You know what? Y'all might be fucking right. We don't watch body bags,
bro. You watch them like, man, this is because I think for us.
Hold on. I'm gonna think we missing a lot, bro. Hold on.
I think for us, it's difficult. It's difficult to, even if you don't fuck with a person, it's difficult to see somebody in your field fail. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, God damn, dog. That's hard to watch. For me, I'll say for me. You know what I'm saying?
But you got to look at it as fans though. Fans not looking at it like you. Fans like, man, I'm gonna watch you get smoked again, idiot. Like we what? It's somebody
like niggas don't go back. Like
niggas watch A Verb and SB. Niggas go watch A Verb and SB all the time.
Gerald just texted me and said, Clips and Rock is one they watch over and over.
The first Clips and Rock. Yeah, niggas always go watch that over.
Niggas not going back watching John and Jack Boy. Niggas not watching that.
Man, niggas going back to watch that. Niggas going back. It's too much of magical moments, and you gotta go watch that again. It wasn't just like standing in a room with 10 people, nigga, just getting smoked. It was too much. Niggas change. You see Rock going crazy. You see dropping Drew. Like it's too much that went on for you to not want to go watch that again.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, look, you know what? I may be incorrect because I just got a tweet, man. Shout outs to the people at Ivy's Tea Company. She just hit me and said, I put flour on Jack's grave every year. So maybe it's just me.
Now ask her.
Bodies,
John fan. If she a John fan, it makes sense.
I'd rather watch the fight. I don't want to see a nigga get beat up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you in the sport.
What about? Hold on. What about gun titles versus NWX?
That's not a body.
The first one. Yeah, the first one was.
The first one was a body.
Yeah.
That's not a body.
Niggas used to go run around.
No, the first one. Yeah, you're right. They went twice. The first one was wicked though.
Yeah, NWX won the second. We ain't talking about the second. The first one.
Yeah, first one was wild. First one was
yeah,
wild.
But that's like one of the top 5 most viewed battles on URL.
Exactly. What was going to watch that?
But you're also talking about hold on. No, you're also talking about a battle that had Rock, Sue Surf, in that. Like what are you expecting? What are you expecting?
It's at 6.5 million.
It's a new format. Nobody had ever seen K-Rock and Surf in that form. Like, what do you expect?
I mean, to be fair, I don't like really saying niggas' names and shit. I like fans to really bring it up, but they say my first body in a body, me body in Arsenal. They call that a body.
Yeah, it was.
Nobody goes back. Nobody goes back and watches Miles versus Rich. That's the first body in URL history. Nobody watches that.
I do.
No, that wasn't the first battle. And what card was that on?
That was the first body in URL.
No, I said no. I mean that wasn't the first body. What card was that on?
That was the very first card.
I would say because Big T body Deacon Frost on that card too though. So whoever battled first.
Here's what I say. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this. Deacon Frost won that third round, bro. Deacon Frost won that third round. That's all I'll say. Just go back and watch.
Hey, look, I got a fun fact for you, Greedy. All right, URL has over 1 million some subscribers. K-Shine and DNA versus gun titles is at 6.5 million. Me and Hitman versus K Shine and DNA on a platform that has
Talk.
447,000 subscribers is at 3.4 million in the same time frame. Them numbers the same.
Them numbers, yeah, they time.
Them numbers the same, bro. Like so look, hey, Don't Flop has like
Hey,
six
hold up.
hundred thousand
My
less
shit had cut out. I
subscribers.
didn't even hear you.
Okay, I said Gun Titles versus NWX is at 6.5 million views with over a million subscribers on their channel. Me and Hitman versus NWX is at 3.5 million on a channel that has 447,000. We're short over 700,000
Wait,
people,
man,
and them
Big
numbers
T
are the
might be
same.
in the whip.
Big T
So?
might be in the whip.
Yeah,
So
I know.
Hey,
Fuck them.
yeah,
Yeah,
we
pick a
first. Hey, we
side.
don't talk. Hey, but listen, a lot of niggas treated me. They watch Sirius Jones kill Jen over and over, and they say Big T and Hollow. They go back to that battle too.
But
yeah,
man,
girl just
but
said it
but the
too.
only reason
What up,
people
girl?
watch Sirius and Gen is because battle rap was so new to the masses. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm.
that was on that's Fight Club, that's MTV. This is the first time that
Mm.
many people are introduced to this, unless they're hardcore fans. So now the people who watch that, who are fucking
I think it got something to do with how big of the name, how big if if the other name big, because niggas don't go watch Calico and Newborn, and that was a body. We
yeah,
probably
No,
don't
they
go
don't.
back and watch that a lot though. But I think because you know,
It ain't a fight.
yeah.
nah, he
So I'm
just
saying
his
the fight.
name ain't big.
Niggas want the fight.
His
Niggas want the
name ain't.
back and forth, bro.
Hey, yeah, too. Cause you're right. Fights do say, and by that Fight Club, that was the first too. I'm about to take this shit up. You know, I got some battle shit on TV. More, I'm gonna send you this shit. I'm gonna get y'all to pull up and shit. You hear me? Oh yeah, pull up. But
Yeah,
that was the first time that we seen that shit to that magnitude. So I
yeah.
mean, so Jones got one in. He gotta have one in.
For sure, for sure. So it's like and the people who were 12, 13, 14 watching that, they'll go back to it now because it's so readily available. Like, oh shit, I remember this puts me in a space of nostalgia, not because it was a good
Mm,
battle. It's because this is the thing that turned them on to the culture. That
you
was a
right.
that was a lot. That was the time that a lot of average or people who weren't deep into the culture, who didn't know about the scribble jams and the
Yeah, you right.
WRCs and shit like
Mm-hmm.
that. This was the first time they had ever seen this. You know what I'm
You
saying?
he
So
got one. He got
that's
one.
why that stands out.
He
But
no no
Mark,
no. You
Mark,
fully right.
I'm with you.
you know what the other thing is too? Sometimes it's a body because of a moment. It's not just a body because it was a
I
3-0
agree.
win. People want to go back and relive that moment. Like
I
the
agree.
whole DMX caught him for trying to cook one of his dogs, and all people were seeking out that line because it debuted
That
on
was a body though. That was a body though. I know what you're saying though.
yeah.
That was a body. But you know what? Conceited and Illmac
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't go back and watch it, and that was wild, nigga.
and
Yeah, that shit was
Khan
hard.
went
Conceited
crazy.
lost his fucking mind,
Hey,
nigga.
Khan is retarded though. Khan was ahead of his time though.
Bro, he was
Man, but
terrifying.
niggas
He
act like they
was,
forgot
bro.
about dumbfounded.
Man, but here's the thing, though, Geezy. In my opinion, Dumbfounded never looked like he cared. So it was all like, oh, he good. We know he good. But this nigga, he's showing up. He playing to the camera. He the little nigga. He fly. Wooty wooty woo. It's like,
Yeah,
oh, he's the
we like him.
the
Yeah,
next
he's
level of that.
cool. We like
You
him.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And at the time, not even being funny, because I think Dumbfounded is terrifying as a battler. But at that time, no, I had seen nobody rapping like Conceited. That was
Yeah,
horrifying, nigga.
yeah. I only seen him versus Khan. That's the only battle I ever watched, and I'm like, this nigga good.
and
So I'm
and,
like,
and, and then and then Khan to do that shit, be blinking his eyes and shit back
Bruh,
like, yeah,
that
oh
whole
shit,
thing, that whole Sons
man.
crew doesn't get the credit. You know what? The jungle itself doesn't get enough credit for what it brought to modern battle rap, in my opinion.
It
Like,
shaped it.
you're
it
right. You're
shaped a
right, bro.
lot of shit.
You're right. You're
It
right.
shaped a lot of shit, bro. Like them niggas, like, cause
I mean,
they.
when you do that, when you say stuff like jungle, that's just like street status. Like
I
all
agree.
that stuff, a lot
I
of
agree.
stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're
The
right,
only
bro.
the only difference is where street status had two, three niggas who were standouts. The jungle had a whole crew of niggas, like legit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Khan,
saying?
Heartless, QP, and all them niggas.
Nigga, with
Yeah.
cocky, like all them niggas were like they were different. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they was, bro. They was, bro.
So I'll never take that away from the niggas. But
I ain't gonna
Conceited
lie.
was terrifying, bro. I had seen nobody.
It was the time if you would have put that on Twitter, you were
You
battle
know how some
conceded,
really
you would have got
rewatchable
1,000
bodies.
tweets saying you gonna get smoked.
Nigga, you
What you
gonna
say?
get smoked, nigga. I turned that battle down so
Oh,
many
that my
times.
shit's
I'm like,
elite, but you know
hell
who has some
no,
hella
nigga,
rewatchable
no.
bodies? Briz. That Arsenal shit. The Loso shit.
The one round joint versus Loso.
Those, can a one rounder be a
That shit
classic?
at damn near 2 million.
Yo, there's
Young Ill and
multiple
T
Yeah.
Rex,
classic
one of the
one
best.
round tomorrow.
Young Ill and T Rex, one of the
Rock
best
vs. Bad
battles ever.
News. Ill vs. Rex.
One round joint.
Yeah, that's what'd you say? What'd you say, Drect?
No, I said there's multiple classic.
One round. Yeah. Ill and Rex is wild. I can't even front on that.
That was
That was dumb. Man, nigga, remember that run?